This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Hey, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and it looks like it might happen in the next month. So thank you very much. If you have subscribed, and if you haven't, please do this guy you've never met a personal favor and subscribe to the channel. Look, Ron DeSantis is a nightmare as a presidential candidate. He's a nightmare as a governor and as a leader and as a human being, but specifically as a presidential candidate, it's just a mess. And even the people who are in charge of his PAC, even people related to his campaign are kind of ringing the alarm bell, alerting people that we got a problem here. Things are kind of falling apart. Or at the very least, and the most charitable way to describe it, is they're not picking up steam. And he was on with Maria Bartiromo this weekend on Fox News, the woman who brought us the conspiracy theory from a woman who believes the wind tells her she's a ghost, but she doesn't believe it. This Maria Bartiromo was on with had Ron DeSantis on talking about it. And there's two clips I want to play. One is just diversion and distraction, but the first one is really getting to the heart of the matter of his own people saying there's a problem, and then him ignoring the question and acting like it's a media narrative that he's a dum-dum. Watch this.
Yeah, and you've done a great job pushing back against woke. We know that. But I'm wondering what's going on with your campaign. There was a lot of optimism about you running for president earlier in the year. But here's this weekend's headline from the Politico playbook. Failure to launch. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' campaign to topple Donald Trump has stalled. We are way behind, says a top DeSantis PAC official, sounding the alarm. What happened?
Oh, Maria, these are narratives. The media does not want me to be the nominee. I think that's very, very clear. Why? Because they know I'll beat Biden. But even more importantly, they know I will actually deliver on all these things. We will stop the invasion at the border. We'll take on the drug cartels. We'll curtail the administrative state. We'll get spending under control. We'll do all the things that they don't want to see done. And so they're going to continue doing the type of narrative. I can tell you.
None of this makes any sense. One, he didn't answer the question. He put it on the media that the media doesn't want him to be the nominee, like the media wants Donald Trump to be the nominee. His own campaign, his own supporters, people who are dedicating their time and their effort and probably their own money to raise funds for Ron DeSantis are sounding the alarm, as Maria Bartiromo said it. They're saying, we're in trouble. This is a problem. And rather than deal with it face on, just like he would do as president and just like he's done as governor, he ignores what the actual problem is and wants to talk about the media or woke, or whatever nonsense. And also the fake laugh and the attempting to come across as a normal human and not some poorly programmed robot is just a nightmare. This second clip, she confronts him with his poor poll numbers, and he's only polling at like 22%, while Donald Trump is almost to 60% within the Republican electorate. And again, she frames it as she believes Donald Trump is just on top of the world right now with Republicans because of the corruption and the influence peddling and the corruption in plain sight is how she explains it, which we'll just talk about it on the other side. It is bananas that these people are in charge of information for a Republican electorate. Watch this.
So you're going to be on that stage for the upcoming first primary GOP debate here on Fox News Live, August 22nd. But I want to look at this poll number as we go into this first primary debate, ask you how you're preparing for the debate. Look where Donald Trump is going into this debate, above 50%. Governor, he's at 56%. You're at 22%, according to this poll. I think one of the reasons that Donald Trump is in the lead is because of the corruption and the unfairness of our justice system. I want to know what you're going to do. What are you going to do about the fact that the FBI worked with Twitter to censor information, amplify lies, and suppress truth? What are you going to do about this influence peddling that we see is in plain sight that the Biden family has been doing allegedly for now more than a decade? What can you do about it to straighten things out, given the fact that the Americans are sick and tired of the corruption they see in plain sight?
We will end the weaponization of government.
Good to know you're on the case, Ron DeSantis. All three of these things that she mentioned are nonsense. First of all, corruption in plain sight, unfairness of the justice system. To a Republican, it's only fair if they allow Donald Trump to commit serial crimes with no consequence. That to them would be a fair justice system. The fact that a special prosecutor has compiled evidence, reams of evidence through a grand jury system is a problem for them because it's a problem for Donald Trump. Influence peddling. We have Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito and others on the Supreme Court accepting lavish vacations, luxury trips, gift after gift after gift. Billionaires are buying their property for them and then allowing their family to continue to live in them. This is influence peddling. But she has to say allegedly, because it's a conspiracy being whipped up by the right with James Comer and his nonsense investigation. Remember, Benghazi 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. It is remarkable to me that this is the second place dude for the Republican nomination to be president of the United States. He's not quite corrupt enough, so Donald Trump is leading, but he's a close second. I mean, he's not close. He's far, far behind. But what I believe Ron DeSantis is doing is biding time, holding out hope that Donald Trump is going to be convicted or that the damage, the death by 1,000 cuts from this indictment and this indictment and this indictment and this indictment will be too much and will overwhelm the public's appetite to continue to support Donald Trump, which will leave Ron DeSantis as the last man standing. I think that is what's going on here. But it's with Maria Bartiromo's help, with Fox News' help, that he's going to get there. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, absolutely daily at Dollemore.com. If you want to help support my work after you've subscribed, if you haven't and then you did, great, fantastic. But if you want to help support my work, help produce what I do here, click the join button below, become a channel member, click the super thanks button below, or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. Follow me on the social medias. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. I'd love to see you there. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for engaging with my content and being concerned about the future of the country. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.